And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're taking a look at a puzzle rather than a game, and that's Microbes Attack, which is from the company Daddy-O Games, or Daddy-O Productions, which I think is a great name for a production company. This box here, which is crunchable and obviously forgettable, comes with a puzzle inside, and this is kind of like one of those puzzles you'll often see from a company like Think Fun or such, where you're trying to put pieces in something else. Tessellations, Tetris, things like that. But this one, they're shaped like microbes. Let me show you what it looks like. The game comes in this large Petri dish here, or looks like one, and there's different pieces, but lo, 2 of them are missing. That's because this is puzzle 1, level 1. It shows you how to put them in, and you have to figure out how to get the last 2 pieces in. So I'm going to try this, but it's going to be hard. I don't know. Ooh, I got that piece in. But wait, this piece doesn't fit in properly then. Oh no, this is trickier than I had imagined. I did it! Alright, so that's how the puzzle works. You're going to empty these out and you're going to put them in. Now, these are slightly different than, you're going to have a lot of these types here with the Tetris style pieces. And these are essentially Tetris-y shapes. But because they're curved to make it look like a micron, and there's even, if you look at these, essentially, because of the way these are, I can have something where there's a piece that's stuck in a corner. So you never, as you're putting these down, let's say I put this one here, and put that one there, and I'm like, oh, wow, I just blocked off that corner. You actually didn't block off that corner because a piece can get in there. So that actually adds some pretty interesting shapes here. So the book, I just obviously did some level 1 easy stuff. But as you go by farther and farther, you get to these where half the puzzle is gone. And honestly, if I don't look at the thing myself, look at these here. There's only 3 pieces in them. And finally, 2 pieces. These are the challenges to get the rest in. And I'll tell you, I've tried this stuff, and it's actually very difficult. You notice how much trouble I had there with 2 pieces. Okay, I knew what I was doing a little bit. But 2 pieces is not hard. 3 pieces is not hard. Then you add in 4, 5, or 6 pieces, and that's a lot harder than it looks, again, because these shapes here are not intuitive to your brain like maybe a Tetris shape is. A Tetris shape, I can do these in my head. These are, like I said, these are essentially kind of like that, but because they have these diagonal edges on them, it adds kind of a neat dynamic to how this is put together. So this also looks pretty cool, and it fits together. You don't need to put it in the box. You can just carry it in the Petri dish, not like this because that's sloppy. And that's Microbes Attack. So yeah, that's it. It's pretty simple. There's nothing really deep in this. It's a puzzle. It's not that unsimilar to other games that have square pieces you fit in, or triangular pieces, or hexagonal pieces. These are squares. They don't look like it, but because they have that diagonal connection, it adds some cool things in the whole look. I have one daughter who really likes puzzles, and she liked this one, but she actually found it much more challenging than the ones that you can kind of get a kind of look in your brain. I found it pretty challenging myself. So this is interesting. If you can hunt this one down and find this puzzle, I guess it has some educational benefit from the science aspect, probably not. But for trying to put shapes together and thinking logical things, I think these are great. And for someone like me who likes puzzles, it's also a fun diversion. Dice Tower Judgment, approved!
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!